Welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4, and today we're going to be answering the question, what if Britain never put boots in Europe? Now obviously this means we are doing air supremacy, and we are going to do a few of these achievements while we're at it, because we don't have Backfire, which is basically ballistic missiles. We have never done a raid on a landmark, which is very surprising. There is also Damn It, successfully execute a dam busting raid. We've never done that. So there is a few achievements that we can aim for. Now, obviously, we do not want to be using any of our army, so we are going to just basically delete it. So no British troop will be landing in any battlefront under my watch. We obviously have got to fight the Germans in the air, that means. So we'll start off by constructing a few experimental facilities. I'll probably go for 2 of the planes because we do want their special projects. And we will go for a nuclear facility as well. Might go up to 2 later on, but we'll just start with these 3. And then we will switch over to civs and get our economy on the go. Research. We won't be needing any of this. We won't be needing any of this support equipment or companies either. No armor. We just want air to begin with. It's going to be quite a lot of ahead of time researches. So we'll go for basic large first because they're not actually ahead of time. We will then go for a bit of range improvement because we're going to have to fight across Europe. So range is going to be key once we lose France because we'll have to do everything from our little island. We've already started with that. We start with radar as well as Britain, which is always good. So we'll probably just do a couple of the industry ones. Let's start by getting all of our planes into near Leicester and we'll see what we're dealing with. We'll get them all in training as well to try and get the XP up. We don't have any national spirits that really affect anything we need to do. Obviously, Britain has this quite old tree, which isn't brilliant. I mean, it's not the worst in the game, but it's slowly getting towards there. We are locked behind general rearmament for all our air bonuses and stuff down here, where we get some research bonuses. So, same here on this side. So we'll start with a little bit of limited rearmament for now. Let's get the agency on the go early. I always forget that, and it's going to be key in this run. Now, I plan on using our puppets divisions to guard our front line, specifically in Africa, really, against Italy. Now, I'm pretty sure, I will double check actually, that these don't have any of our manpower in them. No, so confirmed, it just has 9,000 British Raj in it. No British troops themselves, which is good, so we shouldn't lose any manpower. I'm going to go and get a Chief of Air Force first to get that ticking over. Let's go for night operation penalty because we are going to be doing a lot of bombing. We have a few scientists to choose from. Radar's not appropriate, so we'll go with the bright one for extra speed. I'm going to start designing our first plane. So hurricanes. We are not even researching heavy ones, so we'll do just the light machine guns for now. Best engine we've got, we'll give it the submarine. And we will go for extra fuel tanks. We're going to need a lot of range. I'm going to try and balance range and a bit of defense. So we don't actually have any research bits, so I can't even do armor. We'll just leave it as it is then with 1 extra fuel tank. This will be our basic. Let's go and give refuge to the German and the Italian scientists. We'll definitely need those special project speeds and the normal research speed. So much of the tree is locked behind the US joining. We don't need radar as well. So we'll go for the shadow because we can go down here and get another research slot. I think none of these are locked at the moment and we do have a lot to research. We also get a few little breakthroughs for our special projects. Spirit of the Air Force, I'm feeling towards industry liaisons. I think that for the meantime, while we're still researching and we're doing a lot of ahead of time, intelligence aircraft, yeah, I think this where we get a nice 15% bonus to all research of the frames. For the command, we'll probably go centralized control. I never knew this existed. That could be very handy for carriers in a navy run because they're basically useless 12 hours of the day. Let's go and pick up heavy machine guns. Right, MIO, we've got to be smart. So we'll go for the output and the resource needs to begin with. Let's go and get the small airframe. I know it's well ahead of time, but there's not much else I need to research. So 2 years' time, we will have Spitfires, basically. We'll go for computing speed, I think, because we want the bomb sites and... No, the other part's not on here. I forget where they've moved it to now. Is it all under radar now? No radar. Yeah, air-to-ground radar, of course, is under radar. It's literally called a radar. General rearmament, perfect. We have got enough world tension now, so we can start on that, get a bit of consumer goods, but more importantly, head down towards the air path of the focus. I need to get heavy bombs for the achievements, because I believe I need them to get the bouncing bombs and also do the raids. We will go, I suppose, large airframe ahead of time as well. We'll get that on the go. A few more MIO bits we'll just pick up. We can now take our hurricanes as well, and we can go and add something for a bit of added defense. So I'm thinking self-sealing fuel tanks because I have the armor. We can also go put our heavy machine guns in as well, as long as, no, we don't have enough speed. We will change one of the heavies back to 4 lights, which will give us the best at air attack, but also allow enough thrust. This is what we will change to. I'm going to convert all our stockpile as well. It does require a bit of rubber, but it'll quickly get through them. I'm going to delete all of our air wings now. What we'll probably do is sell most of it because it's all pretty useless and won't have the range we need. So everything we haven't built recently, we are just going to put on the market and get a little bit of an economy for it and get rid of it because it's not something we actually want. Now, because this is before by blood alone, we get fighter models and heavy fighters, strategic bombers and naval bombers, which are both small airframes, so we get 2 of them. We do get some production bonus and a bit of breakthrough as well for our research. We have a couple of good military high commands. We have a bomber interceptor. We do have the air superiority here, so we'll go with him to start with. Let's just start on atomic research. We might as well. We are a little bit ahead of time. Right, I think we're going to go strategic destruction because it's all about bombers and fighters, which is our key thing. We're not going to be doing a lot of battlefield support, and we're not really going to be using too much tactical to begin with. Possibly when the Soviets kick off, we will go for interception. We're not going to be using air superiority. We will be using, so we'll go for dog fighting experience over fighter sweeps. We don't plan on getting bombed ourselves too much. And then we'll go multitude, altitude, flying. So, Earth Shaker Bomb. We get the module that allows us to attach it to planes, which does strategic navy, and we can do nukes with it. I don't really know if that's actually worth doing or not. It does unlock mega gun emplacement strikes, but do the enemy actually make any mega emplacements? I don't particularly know. We don't want any of the navy. So we'll start with Bouncing Bomb because we will be doing the Bouncing Bomb Dam Buster raid. Right, let's go for experimental rockets. We are 3 years ahead of time and it's going to take 2 years, but okay. Let's go and get jet aircraft, atomic aviation 100% and 2 times jet technology bonus. Improved small airframe. We have 1940s in January 39. We do have another bonus for advanced. We'll go get that 2 years. So 1941 we can have advanced ones. We're a little bit off way off engine 3, so we'll just wait a little bit. I can now start on jet engines as well. Let's go for that. We do have the breakthrough points. We obviously want to get the actual jets afterwards as well. Right, let's go and do our Spitfires now. We have the next engine. So max out our heavy guns. We will go engine 3. We will also pick up probably self-sealing because we obviously have loads of rubber, and then we'll whack 2 extra fuel tanks to get excellent range, and this is going to be our main fight. And all right defense, good attack and good range. What I will do is design some CAS as well. So heavy bomb lock gives us 6 compared to 8 ground attack. I think I'm just going to stick with normal bomb locks. I think that is better for weight and bits and pieces. So could do small bomb bays, but I think with CAS I always just do the same. I just stick as many bomb locks on as possible. We'll pick up engine 3. We'll go for dive brakes, and we'll go for 2 extra fuel tanks as well, just like our fighter, so we have the same range. And we'll switch this over to the CAS MIO. We are up to 1,300 fighters at the moment. We're making 2 a day. We've got 25 factories. Guaranteeing Polish sovereignty. This is new, and this means they've got rid of the last bit of non-hand-holding from Paradox, where you had to guarantee Poland independently, which obviously I forgot, so thank you for that. Large, improved airframes. Right, let's get some bombers on the go. We'll also go and just start on advanced as well, because we have a nice bonus towards that to begin with. Right, Lancaster bombers. We will go the best engine. We'll get the heavy aircraft designer. We're just going to fill this with... Let's just check we've got enough thrust, really. I'm going to put in the other bits I want first before we can decide how many bombs to put in. So we'll go self-sealing because they're the best weight to defense. We're going to put in an extra fuel tank. 2, so we've got 4,000, which should cover all of Germany then. And then we will just fill this with just enough where... That is too much weight, actually. We can't have even 3. We could lose 1. Let's go for that. 3,000 still should be enough. I'm going to add in, because I can afford to, air-to-ground radar 1, because we still have the weight to thrust. And then we'll go for radio navigation as well, probably. So add radio nav for more night penalty, which should mean that we can definitely bomb the hell out of them in the night. Minus 40% penalty, and then we get a 30%, I think, from our doctrine. So we have quite a good night penalty bonus. Right, let's go and get intercontinental bombers. I didn't realise you can get that early. I mean, people want me to do motherships, but I think they've sort of nerfed this a bit. They used to be OP, but I don't think they are anymore. So we'll go for the intercontinental to start. It's going to kick off soon, so I'm starting to get my air force ready. We are going to try and keep France as much in the fight as possible. Whether we can cast Germany enough that they can't invade is another matter. So we'll get all our fighters up. We will move our CAS over. We'll split them up, get them on to logistics as well. Right, let's start getting Poland's refused, so the Germans are kicking off. Let's start by getting all of the available puppet units, and we'll shuffle them over to Africa and Italy. Right, so we are losing casualties. I didn't actually think you lost casualties from fighter planes being shot down, but clearly you do. 2 for exchange rate to 20 to 30 of theirs. I mean, have I already done air supremacy? I mean, we're just absolutely destroying the Luftwaffe here. Not a problem. What do they actually have? So, about 1,500 planes or so. That's going to soon be deleted, and then we just have free reign. Let's go for the Tizard mission, because I didn't realise the United States don't have to be in. We can still do this. Right, their fighters seem to be deleted. There's a little bit of CAS going on, but that's not a problem. They are doing a little bit of CAS here, so we'll just move. They are starting on the Benelux, which is dangerous territory for France. So let's get all of our CAS over. We'll split them out so they reinforce a bit more. We will start with a Dam Buster bombing raid. 17% chance. Let's not do it from Europe. Let's do it from Britain, just so we don't end up losing the planning going on. 82% chance, 73, so we'll go 82. We get 10% negative there. I think they are out on fighters. Oh, we do have enough intel now. They still have a few manpower in it, but they have about 50 fighters and a little bit of CAS going on. Belgium has fallen, which means we need to move our CAS to northern France now. They are basically going to fall France. There's not a lot we can do about it, but we can at least do a bit of damage. We are losing... Oh, the puppets, for some reason, are losing casualties on our side, even though none of them have our manpower in it. Well, that completely removes my challenge here. The Italian Air Force has turned up, but it's just getting absolutely smashed to pieces by our Spitfires. France is about to fall. We will get a few more of these agents on the go so we can see actually what Italy is up to. Let's get our fighters en route to our dam busting raid to make that more chance of success. We have got target information, air superiority, and a bit of reliability. A little bit of negative stuff to their defense and experience. But that's fine. Let's press the big red button. And war crime committed. We have busted a dam and probably flooded hundreds of thousands of civilians there. But we've got achievement, damn it, for it. So do we really care? Not really. I don't actually know what this does in terms of stats. Oh, flooded. Division speed, entrenchment. Okay, not really that important. We might as well go after the Reichstag now and get the achievement for hitting a landmark. So we will go from... Italy still has some fighters, so we will hit them from Malta here. We've got our CAS over logistic bombing them in North Africa as well, so that should ruin their supply. And bullseye, there goes the Reichstag. We have another raid on a landmark and another achievement. No idea what that does. I think it was a bit of war support and stability, but not sure. Right, we can go and get ourselves a nuclear reactor on the go. Let's start early. He has got the nuclear power specialist. Perfect, so he gets the quickest amount of time getting that bad boy. We've finally got some strat bombers on the go, so we'll split them off. We'll just get them on pure strat bombing. I won't make it specific for yet. And we will start blanketing Germany with these. We will just split them off a bit and then they can reinforce manually. Let's just hit... Oh, jet engines as well. Let's delete that one. Let's just stick with the 3. Let's get those 300 on the go. We can now go... We won't use jet engines, but we will use the jet engine expert to get axial jets, but I can't because I need advanced fighters. I'm pretty sure we have basically won the air war already. Germany has 98 fighters somewhere. Italy has a few. Right, we can finish this off. People are probably crying at me that I haven't been doing the doctrine. We'll go for night bombing. We'll go, yeah, strategic bombing. That was the best route. And bomber defense. And finally, we will go... Air superiority is not really essential. We'll get that afterwards because it isn't a mutual. Oh, we can get ballistic missiles. 460 days, and then we will start throwing high explosives through the air at Germany. I could go for engine 4s, but they're quite far ahead of time, so I'm probably going to go for medium airframes because we're going to need some long-range CAS to actually help the Soviets out. I have a bit of a problem with Ali, so I'm going to go for non-strategic materials. We've won the air war, so the defense doesn't matter, and this way they're actually cheaper to build, and we require 3 less aluminium. I never really know how much strategic bombing does, because we don't really have the intel. We could go and get this infiltrate civilian administration. I think that should provide some more detail, because at the moment I'm just bombing them and not really knowing what's going on. They're actually going after my research facility, so we're going to need some on interception and some on air supremacy as well, just to reduce that. I mean, having like 1,000 fighters should be enough to stop them bombing one facility. With our CAS in Greece, 800 of them doing a lot of damage, we should be able to keep Greece in the fight, hopefully. We have got green air, we are doing a lot of strategic bombing. We're definitely doing infrastructure and railways and a bit of their airfields. Apart from that, I don't really know. We are very slightly affecting their war support. I can finally get axial jet engines. Not that I actually need super speed fighters anymore, really. Oh, I didn't save Greece. I mean, my 800 CAS wasn't enough. Let's just go back to bombing Libya, I suppose, and hopefully drive the Italians out of there. We'll split some off thinking about it, and if I can get the range, or I can from there, we will hit Somalia as well and see if we can drive Italy out. Right, I'm just going to go full on attack. I feel like I'm taking too many casualties sat here from the Italians, so I might as well take a few more and then just end the war in Africa, and then we shouldn't take any more casualties after that. Let's design a better CAS. So, bomb locks all the way at the moment. I'll probably go for the anti-air or the rockets as well later on. We could go 2 jets, but I mean, you just get such poor range with it. It's kind of irrelevant, especially in a CAS anyway. So we'll go engine 3. We'll make sure we've got enough weight to thrust ratio. We'll go extra fuel tanks. We're going to get rid of 1 bomb because they're so expensive, because I would rather have some extra fuel tanks because I'm definitely going to need the range more than the damage. Obviously non-strategic as well for the aluminium, and we'll go dive brakes for a little bit of defense. So that is our new CAS. A lot of good range and quite a bit of damage. I've got some new strat bombers, so we've got 70 strat, we've got some nice night penalty, and we've got a lot of range. We'll go and add non-strategic material, which I totally forgot, because obviously we don't have the aluminium, and it'll make it cheaper as well, because we are still, even with that, lacking a lot of it. And boom goes a lock. I mean, no one ever uses that lock because they own Denmark as well, but the lock no longer exists, and therefore the canal is no longer usable. Barbarossa has started, which means the Soviets do need help. We are pushing Italy out of Africa, so that is basically Ethiopia dealt with. Let's move our strategics over to Poland, and they should help out the Soviets by getting rid of some supply points. We are lacking a lot, but we've got a lot of factories to spend on Air Force because we don't need fighters. Right, I'm going to design some medium bombers. So we're going to go a couple of those, a couple of the bomb locks, and we're going to need a lot of range. Because we're not in a faction with the Soviets, we can't use their airports or airfields. I really wish Paradox would change that, where you can get air access as well as navy and army access. But at the moment, we're just going to have to brim this full of fuel tanks to be able to get some cast damage at long range to help out the Soviets. Probably won't do any defense. None of this actually helps CAS, so... I mean, strap bomber, but we won't be doing that. I feel like air to ground or something should help with CAS bombing, but never mind. I don't think... Oh, aluminium. Of course, we will get the strategic one. So air defense, basically a pea shooter will bring this thing down. But that shouldn't be a problem. We do need to up the engines, though, to not even engine 3s give us enough weight to thrust. What am I going to do? Remove a bomb, I suppose? Oh, if I change that for a bomb lock, we have enough. Perfect. There we go. Enough weight to thrust. Right, we've got a few of these, so let's get them casting over the Baltics and in eastern Poland. And we should start to help out the Soviets by hitting their logistics and actual cast damage. Gonna build some nuclear facilities. We'll start in Scotland. The Scots can have them. We don't want them down in the south. If I move some of these to Cyprus, I reckon I might be able to hit the south here and the eastern Balkans and Ukraine. Let's go and get secret weapons and get a few little rocket and nuclear technologies. We can now start on our high explosive bomb. We will go for... He's the power specialist, so he is the nuclear warfare specialist. So we will take you 586 days. Let's just start lobbing basic ballistic missiles to the Benelux and Belgium and Netherlands because that's all I can reach. That is absolutely useless. What do I want now? We can go for medium range ballistic missiles. I do need that for the achievement, so we will go and pick them up. I assume not increasing security is bad, but I don't see why I wouldn't because that gives us -5 and this gives us some experience. So let's just not increase. Supersonic jet. Exactly what I don't need because there is no planes that are actually facing me in the sky. But we'll get it anyway. Why did they not put the intercontinental bomber in the plane designer? Why is it this stupid variant approach that is the old scheme? I mean, that is pretty poor. I can get any of the moderns now. So that has a 900 range. That's... Oh, so it's only slightly more. I think we're going to have to go mediums because I need the CAS range. I thought moderns had bigger range. High explosive research is done, which means we have a nuke. We are in April 43, and I'm just going to delete Berlin off the map. 46%, 61%, that's okay-ish. I've actually triggered the Japanese surrender conditions if we can nuke them twice and then reduce the ships and take the islands. But I have no presence in the Pacific whatsoever, so that's probably not something I'm going to be able to do. I mean, 2 years, the Americans might be able to hit in 2 years. I can't actually hit them from anywhere either. Right, we'll split them out and get some more CAS. Let's get them over eastern Poland. We are CASing them a lot, and as a wise Alex the Rambler once said, CAS is king. The Soviets are pushing them back. Let's just give them a right kick in the teeth. 60%, I mean, that's probably good enough. We'll give it a risk. Hit the red button. And goodbye, Berlin. Right from the bomb. Yeah, Berlin's just now reduced to absolute devastation. I mean, is that probably about the 3rd war crime we've committed? They now have a fallout for a year. We will casually be making many more of these. And we will keep doing it just so they know we can keep doing it if we want. We can go and get the warheads as well, and then we will go for the nuclear thermo one as well. Medium range ballistic missiles. Right, let's start making these because we need them for that achievement. Hopefully before Germany gets wiped out and we can't get it. I don't know why this isn't triggering. Medium range ballistic missiles, be at war with Germany and have one of them. So, here they are. I mean, there is actually none in there at the moment. But there's one here. We have one. We are at war with Germany. We are throwing it at Germany. Why will it not trigger? There'll be no Nuremberg trials this time round because it's just completely radioactive. So Germany is at like 18% destruction, 15%. I mean, that's pretty poor seeing as I spent like the last 4 years just strat bombing the hell out of them. We have loads of CAS over Italy. USA are there, but they are choosing just not to push out. Let's go and get some modern CAS, medium frame CAS that is. So, we'll need medium bomb bay. We will then just fill it with bomb locks. We'll get as many as these as possible. Whether we can actually have that many is a different matter. We do have engine 4, so we should be okay. We will go extra fuel tanks. We need the range. We've got to help the Soviets out. / I may backstab the Soviets and go after them as well. We obviously haven't got the alley. And we'll take self-sealing just to give them a little bit of defense. We need a lot of thrust. So we're going to need 3 engines, which is perfect. That's fine. Really expensive, but really good. This is what our new strats look like. 100 strat bombing, a lovely -60 Knights penalty, and a fair bit of air defense as well, to be fair. So we are good to go, except we will need 6 engines. Again, really expensive, but who cares because they are really good. Right, United States is finally doing bits. I mean, Germany has got to be. Hungary as well is involved, which is a little bit annoying. But there goes Italy into a civil war. Do we still get that? Because I haven't actually... Yes, they are our puppet, even though we have done absolutely nothing. We've lost 162,000, which is pretty good. 1.5 million, 6 million Soviets. They've lost 17 million. Obviously, none of which are ours, but we have been contributing, I can say. They've given me no war score whatsoever. Absolutely glorious. Right, let's just start taking out Japan, I suppose. We can hit them with our strat bombers, which is good. Oh, we do have Iwo Jima now, so we can use that airbase. So let's go and get some of our fighters over, just so we can get a bit of green air above them. I've decided I'm going to take out the Soviets as well. So let's design some new fighters. So we'll get double axle jets in there. We will brim this full of heavy fighters. And we will finally see what these supersonic jets are actually like. So we've got 90 air attack. Okay, yeah, these are going to be amazing, aren't they? Submarine, we will give them a few extra fuel tanks just to make sure they've got some good range and can actually hit the Soviets. So nearly 3,000 kilometers. Do we want more? 3,800? That's probably a bit overkill. Let's go for self-sealing fuel tanks instead. Yes, look at our supersonic jets go. They've absolutely smashed. I think they had about 2,000 when I first looked, and we've smashed it. Before America gets all the glory, we're just going to nuke basically every city. Because why not? I've got this big catalogue of them. What else can I do apart from just turn Japan into a bright light? A few of them didn't go off, but I think they've got the message. And we get 300 piece deal. Why have we got some score? I mean, I don't really know why we've actually got some. I'm just going to take this top island here, just to give us a base to hit the Soviets. Okay, Mr. Stalin, let's start on you as well. I imagine you've got quite a big air force by now, so this will be a bit of a challenge. I know you own the Benelux first, so let's get all of our fighters there and draw you out. See if we can destroy the Red Air Force over Europe first. 700. I feel like they've got more fighters than that, but by the looks of it, biplanes are no match for supersonic jets that are outnumbered. We are taking 0 casualties. Right, we're doing a little bit of CAS over here in the east as well, just to help China out, because they joined in with Communist China in that war. Do I know what the Soviets actually have at the moment? No, we still don't have enough intel, even though I've got all of my spies over here. I want to delete Moscow, but I can't get enough air superiority over it because of the range just yet to be able to actually nuke them. So we'll try and grab it down here from Turkey's airbase. Intercontinental nuclear missiles. It is about time that we just start hurling long-range missiles about. Oh, they have got 4,000 fighters that are starting to fight us. I mean, we are absolutely decimating them with our 1,000. We will split them off and get a few more reinforcements in, because we do have the fighter to spare and they immediately run away. 27% chance to Moscow. Okay, we're not doing that. Stalingrad, however, has got 73%, so we'll do what the Germans couldn't do. I mean, they tried to take it, we're just going to flatten it. If only Germany had one of these bad boys, they would have never have lost at Stalingrad. And that river port is gone. Leningrad is also 75%, so let's go and take out the old capital as well. Nothing for Finland to take here, and if they've got any of their fleet in there, I think it damages that as well, so that'll be handy. And it fails. Brilliant. Absolutely anti-climax. Screw it, I'm going to waste Moscow. 27%. I mean, it always fails when it's like 60%, so I highly doubt we're going to be able to do this with that low. And we missed? Is that a thing? We missed it. Oh no, Moscow does have nuclear fallout, and it says, okay, that just missed it. I don't know what's going on. Apparently Moscow is nuked, but we completely missed it. Let's just give it with a thermonuclear long-range one, just to be double sure, and we'll hit the surrounding area. 75% chance with that as well, so we will throw this at them. And there's no doubt about that one. That is definitely Moscow absolutely flattened for 1,000 years. How much do you actually get for these nuclear thermal? 2 years they get intense nuclear fallout here, which is pretty devastating. The Soviets actually have like 5,000-6,000 fighters. Why were they not protecting Moscow, and where are they? I know they're engaging us a little bit over Italy here. Oh no, there's 3,000 now. We are absolutely smashing them to pieces, which is good. So let's go and get a few more fighters on the go. We'll split out a few of these divisions, send them there. If they're going to engage us, they are going to get absolutely flattened. All right, 30. I mean, these exchange rates are unbelievable. They're already down to 1,000. If you want to see how to do naval supremacy, this is a Kurt special. I mean, I don't feel like I need to do another one of these. Make lots of fighters, crush the air. It's not really that difficult. We are fully out of spaces we can build nukes, so let's just go and start building some in Barrage. I think there's some. Yeah, there's loads here in the Balkans. Another 40. 123 that was, exchange rate to 10. The exchange rate is absolutely fine. Let's get a few more planes over here just to crush it, and then we can start rolling in with our CAS, and we should start rolling them back to the Soviet Union. Look at this exchange rate. We're also smashing through their bombers as well. In literally a few weeks, we'll have the whole of the Red Air Force decimated. Backfire. I've just got Backfire. Why did I just unlock that? I have no idea, but I'm so glad that I managed to get that. Who knows with that one. There goes Vienna. That's a load of units there that are losing their supply. Almost defeated their air force now. Just tossing a few nukes around some capital puppets now. There we go. There's the Czechs. And Berlin gets another helping 3 years later as well. They are actually pushing out in the Benelux, which is pretty poor. We will have to quickly get our CAS up there, I think. The Soviets basically do not have an air force. They have like 150 planes now. Okay, we have got free reign now to just completely carpet bomb the Soviets. Let's delete basically all of these fighters because it just really clunks up my interface. And we'll start cassing. You get a nuke. You get a nuke, Warsaw. You also get a nuke down here in Bulgaria. Romania might have one on its way if I feel like it. And there goes Danzig, which means nothing like this will ever happen again because there's no reason for Germany to kick off. The Soviets are actually out of manpower. That's been a while since I've ever seen that. Does the nukes actually affect manpower? I didn't think it did, but I mean, they do have a lot of divisions and still like 2.5 million. No idea what their logistics is like, but the US is ending up in the Soviet Union. Quite a bit of their army is down here and trapped. I mean, if I can keep this open, this is green air and we are cassing them. This is looking very enticing for a couple of nuclear bombs, I think. And there goes all of their equipment just deleted, and then the Allies can go and get all the glory of that. But that is that pocket dealt with, which means we've got another 12 to throw at them. Stalingrad can have a nuclear thermic as well. That's just all of Stalingrad and the surrounding area just decimated for another 2 years. Good luck making something from that. 38,000 casualties. All of that, in this case, will be pilots. 10 million lost though, so I feel like, you know, those 38,000 probably have got a good kill to death ratio going on. We are carpet bombing the whole of the Soviets. They are getting rolled back. It won't be long until they cap, I would imagine, because their war score must be terrible. You thought if you stayed still you'd get away with it, Vladivostok. I totally forgot about it, in fairness, until now. There goes Moscow, and there goes the peace deal, and that is the Soviets defeated. And that is where we will call it, guys. We have defeated all of our enemies. We've not really left our island apart from some pilots. We've delivered absolute destruction from the air. I know a few of you have been asking for air supremacy, but there we have it. Air supremacy, courtesy of Kurt. Let me know in the comments what you want me to do next. Shout out to all our members for always supporting the channel, and peace out.